LIC premium on own life is eligible for deduction. Wife, spouse's life eligible for deduction. Daughter's life eligible for deduction. 80GG is a deduction allowable for individual who is not an employee but is paying rent. Compensation for land acquisition 10%. Payment to contractor is 1%. This is the rates we have to remember. Based on the rate, we have to calculate. Warm welcome to 6MB Competition. The subject we're discussing assessment of person other than individual and filing income tax returns. In today's session, we're going to learn tax deducted at source as well as advanced tax, how they have to make the payment. This is a concept what we're going to learn here. Go through that one, and which are the sections are very important. Go through that one easily. You can write it. I'm Professor Rajesh Ella from Department of Commerce and Management from Vidhyaashram, First Grade College, Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. The agenda is very simple. 80G, Section 80G, 80TTA, 80U, and one problem on 80C, and tax related source problem, and advanced tax one problem. See, deductions are available for any type of donations given by any assessee, and according to their requirement, whatever the donations are given by the people, for where they are given, whether they are given in the kind or in the cash. If it is less than 2,000, that cannot be considered here. Above 2,000, they can claim. If they are paid in cash above 2,000 for certain places, they can claim as a donation. Either it may be charitable trust or educational institution or church or mosque or any places, or for anything if they are given, they can claim as a donation given to certain things. Earthquake Relief Fund, National Fund, Zilla Fund, whatever we have for that one. And like we have Zilla Surakshit Fund and other funds, whatever they are given here, whether it is a 50% claim or 100% claim. So these things we are going to learn under section 80G. Donation to an individual, donation in kind, donation paid in excess of 2,000, donation to institution, donation to political party, donation made for the benefit of the particular community or religion. For that, Jawaharlal Nehru Memorial Fund, there is no limit here. You can pay how much you want, you can give it. Out of that, 50% will be allowed as deduction. Indira Gandhi, same 50% will be allowed. Rajiv Gandhi Foundation, 50% will be allowed. Prime Minister Drought Relief Fund, 50% will be allowed for you people. National Children Fund, 100%. Defense Fund, 100%. Africa Fund, 100%. Swachh Bharat Kosh, 100%. Zilla Saksharat Samiti, 100%. Clean Ganga Fund, 100%. For all this, it is 100% deduction is eligible. And other than this one, whatever we are giving, it will be 50%. Charitable trust, temple promoting the family planning, education institution not of national eminence. For that, if you are given, 50% is eligible for deduction under tax. A small thing we are taking here. Next one, 80GG. What is this 80GG? Say, 80GG is a deduction allowable for individual who is not an employee but is paying rent. Is staying in a rented house and is paying rent here. To claim the amount of benefit, whatever is paid as a rent expenditure towards his life, that can be claimed as deduction if he fulfills the conditions as per the Income Tax Act of 1961. The first condition, the assessee should not own any plot or any residence in India. The assessee's dependents should not own any plot or residence in India. So they can claim this benefit. In that one, the first condition, 5,000 per month. 5,000 into 12, 60,000. Whatever the rent I am paying minus 10% of income, 25% of my total income. In these three, whichever is less, that will be considered as deduction under section 80GG. This 80GG is eligible only for the people who are doing business activities. We can call them as a They're not the employees of the organization. Self-dependent people in the market. For those people, ATGG is applicable only if they fulfill. They don't have any site or any accommodation in the name. They can claim deduction for this one. ATTTA, total deduction up to 10,000 or from the savings account. Senior citizen up to 50,000, they can claim interest whatever they have received on the savings account. This is for TTA and TTB. First, ATU is for disability, total 100% disability. Persons with normal disability can claim a maximum deduction of 75,000. Total disability, 1,25,000. Normal disability, 75,000 and total disability, 1,25,000. They can claim the deduction under section ATU from their gross total income. We have taken a problem, simple problem here, and for the assessment year 23-24, and here clearly given that one, what are the things we have taken here? I have taken LIC premium on my life, eligible. LIC premium on the life of my wife. LIC premium on the life of married daughter. LIC premium on the life of dependent sister. Repayment of loan taken from LIC for purchase of commercial house. Contribution towards recognized provident fund. Tuition fees of daughter. Tuition means education fees, what they paid for the educational institutions. LIC premium on the major son. NSC. Contribution to PPF in the name of the mother, and 8,000 in Sukanya Samriddhi scheme in the name of his minor daughter. These are the things we have taken here. LIC premium on own life is eligible for deduction. Wife, spouse's life eligible for deduction. Daughter's life eligible for deduction. Dependent sister is not applicable here. Repayment of loan is not applicable here because it is a commercial. Contribution to unrecognized provident fund is not eligible here. Tuition fees eligible. LIC income premium due is not eligible. Accrued interest on NSC eligible. Contribution to PPF is not eligible because it is taken in the name of the mother. Deposit in Sukanya Samriddhi scheme eligible. So total 49,700 is the eligible amount for me for the deduction. My maximum limit is 1,50,000 or 49,500, whichever is less, that is eligible for deduction under section 80C. Next, TDS, tax deducted at source. For each and everything we have different rates and different amount also. For salary, average rate, total income divided by 12, based on that they'll calculate what is the TDS should be made here. Premature withdrawal from employee provident fund, 50,000, 10%. If assessee does not furnish PAN, then it will be 20%. Interest on securities, 10,000, 10%. Here it is 10% TDS rate, 10% TDS rate, 10% TDS rate, and 30% TDS rate. The limit what we have here up to exemption limit is 50. Exemption limit is about 10,000, it will be taken here, about 10,000, above 5,000 and about 10,000, winning from lottery, puzzles and games, and interest on securities in registered farm. Winning from horse races up to 10,000, no TDS, above that one it will be 30%. Insurance commission up to 15,000 is not there, above that 5%. LIC, payment in respect 1 lakh, 1% will be charged. Withdraw from National Saving NSC up to 2,500, above that 10% TDS. Commission on sale of lottery tickets, 5% is the TDS. So this is the thing what we have here, the rates as well as on which how they are going to calculate. 5% here TDS rate, same case for the immobile property, 1%. If assessee does not furnish PAN, then it will be 20%. Paid on land and building, 5% TDS rate, 10% TDS rate, 10% TDS rate for technical acquisition of immobile property. So let us take a small problem on that one. Winning from lottery, 1 lakh. So it should be 30%. Agent earned a commission. What is the percentage? Insurance for agents, 5%. So this will be for 5%. Rent on 48 per month. LIC paid to the policy holder. Interest on bank deposits, withdraw premature, winning from horse race, compensation for acquisition of land, payment to an individual contract whose total payment during financial year is 1,50,000. See, 10% TDS rate, LIC agent 5%. So there is nothing is there for rent paid on building. Next, we have here LIC amount paid 1%, and next it is we have here interest on bank deposit 10%, withdraw from PF 20%, from horse races because it is less than 10,000, no TDS, compensation for land acquisition 10%, payment to contractor is 1%. This is the rates we have to remember. Based on the rate, we have to calculate 1 lakh into 10%, 10,000, 20,000 to 5%, 1,000, 4 lakh into 1%, 4,000, 2,000, 10,600, 26,000 and 1,500. So this is how we are going to calculate the TDS. The rates we should remember. If you write all the rates properly and remember that one, 15 marks problem, where you can secure easily and score 15 marks easily without any hurdles. Keep in the mind for which one it is 10%, 30% and other one. Sale of land to a resident, 55 lakh. Same compensation, technical fees collected, winning from lottery, LIC payment to policy holder, payment made to a contractor, interest on bank deposits, winning from card games. 20% on this one. So it will be 1,10,000, 11 lakhs. And next, 10% on 2,65,000 acquisition, 26,500, 10%, winning from lottery, 30%, agent, 1%, contractor, 1%, next, card games, 30%. So this is below the limits. Because of that, no TDS charged here. So 11 lakhs, 26,500, 3,500, 12,000, 1,000, 1,500, 3,000. This is the tax has been deducted out of the income, whatever gained. After deducting the tax only, the remaining amount will be paid for the income receiver, or we can call it as assessee. Assessee has received the income after deducting the tax. If the assessee doesn't fall in the payment of tax category, whatever the TDS made here, the total amount of TDS will be refunded back to the assessee if he files the returns. Advance tax. Advance tax is nothing but assume that on my total income I have to pay 4 lakhs tax. This is the assumption what I have made here. This 4 lakhs can be paid in one shot. Or else what I can do, I can pay in 4 different slabs on 15th June, 15%, on 15th September, 30%, on 15th December, 30%, on 15th March, 25% of 4 lakh. Means here I can pay 60,000, 90,000, 90, 180, 240, 1 lakh, 60. So now I can pay like this, or I can pay 4 lakh at one shot at the end. If you feel that it's going to become burden on your shoulder, make it 15%, 30%, 30%, 25%. We're taking a simple problem here. 6 lakhs and taxable long-term capital gain is 3 lakhs. Calculate the advance tax installment assuming estimated TDS to be made 25,000. Business income is 6 lakhs. Taxable long-term capital is 3 lakh. Total income is 9 lakhs. Tax separately we have to calculate on this one. So it will be 60,000. On 6 lakhs it will be 30%, 1 lakh 80. I have to pay tax here 2 lakh 40,000. Education says 4%, 9,600. Total I have to pay 2 lakh 49,600. TDS already we have made here 25,000. Remaining amount what I have to pay, tax liability 2 lakh 24,600. This 2 lakh 24,600 can be made payment on 15th June, 15th September, 15th December, 15th March. 15% of 2 lakh 24, 33,690. 30% of 2 lakh 24, 67. 30%, 67. 25%, 56. If I add 4, it will be 2 lakh 24,000. 600. This is the advance. Instead of making one-time payment, I can divide that one into 4 things quarterly as per the Income Tax Act of 1961, but it has to be paid on 15th June, 15th September, 15th December and 15th March. So where I can reduce my burden at the end. Instead of taking entire tax on the shoulder in the month of March, I can pay from the June itself, 15th June, 15th September, 15th December and 15th March. If I pay the tax, entire burden will be reduced. Later we can see that one, whether excess has to be paid or whether there will be any refund from the government. Thank you to all 6th BCom students. Go to this one and make it easy for people in the calculation of TDS and advanced taxes. Thank you.